everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Monday to you all. I hope everyone is having a good one. I know I am because I get to spend it with all of these lovelies below me here. Today, we will be continuing our 50 adventure, the Miss Mount Voros, and planning the steps to the next chapter of our adventure as the party prepares to take leave of their home. But we'll get to that eventually. A couple of announcements. As all of you know, Ryan is going to be going on a little hiatus in the very near future. He gonna be moving and shit, so he gonna be busy. So he's gonna miss a couple games. We're kind of planning ahead for that. So what we are going to do is a very special one-shot or two-shot, I guess you could maybe call it, like a mini-series, where we'll have our usual players and a couple of guests playing in a little adventure that we kind of meant to do at the start of this campaign to kick everything off, and now it's going to serve as like a little bit of a prequel adventure to add a little more context to the campaign as it unfolds. I'm super excited. We're obviously going to miss Ryan while he's away, but he'll be back before we know it, and we're just going to fill that massive void that he leaves in our life in the meantime with laughs and adventure. I'm looking forward to it. Without going to too many details, we're going to have a lot of the usual faces kicking around here. On to the second order of business. Sometime in the very near future, no exact dates yet, we will be starting a Curse of Strahd campaign here on the channel. I believe we're doing it on Tuesday nights. JT, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but we're aiming for Tuesdays, like one Tuesday a month.
One Tuesday a month.
Yeah. Gonna try to do like consistently, maybe towards the end of the month, I think was kind of the plan, but for the most part we'll just do one stream a month, a little bit of a campaign to kind of keep things fresh around here. When we lock down players and art and characters, we'll let you know bit by bit as we release it and figure it all out from there. But expect some spooky vampire shit in the very not so distant future. I'm looking forward to that. And blah, indeed, the most important part of this entire announcement is that we will be having JTB step into the DM's chair, which works as a perfect segue to me, or for me, to pass it on to you. JTB, why don't you tell the people a little bit about yourself and who you are and what you do?
Yeah, so I play a ton of D&D, even outside of the Monday games.
Mm-hmm.
I play a fuck ton of D&D. I've DM'd some games before, not on stream, but this will be my first time DMing on stream. Give Pat a break from the DM chair to play in a game.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, otherwise I just kind of play stuff on Twitch occasionally and make screamy demon sounds. Sing sometimes.
Imagine those will be useful for a Curse of Strahd. There we go. I love it. Perfect. Love it. Couldn't have done better myself. I really could not. So don't miss out on that. Go check out JTB over at his stream. And moving along from that, Ryan, why don't you say hello to everybody while I give you a little shouty?
Yes, this vibe is, as Rusty said, yes, it's gonna be about 2 weeks-ish time. I'll be keeping a countdown for you best that I can, and we'll be doing all sorts of little celebrations just to say goodbye to this little setup. But again, as Rusty said, don't worry. Just like a bad case of herpes, I'll always show up when you least expect it. And I also itch and ooze. You have to take a pill to get rid of me. Have a great night.
Oh God, I don't know how I like comfortably segue that on to one of these
the pill
gentlemen
is cyanide.
Without the pill is cyanide.
That's the point.
There's no segue from that. Okay, well, I'm just gonna skip ahead from all of that. We're gonna miss the streaming setup, and we look forward to seeing what you come up with for the next one. Everyone go show some love to Ryan. And speaking of people we need to show some love to, Kieran, say hello to the good people while I shout you out a little bit. There, we got away from the oozing portion of the conversation.
Yeah, I'm gonna need 5 minutes before this. I'm gonna take some pills.
I give you 2:30.
But yeah, I'm Kieran, joining them on Mondays on my character Gustav. For the rest, I did my affiliate anniversary last Saturday. You can usually see me playing games like Tarkov, Ghost Recon, Ready or Not. Probably gonna be Ready or Not tomorrow with the group I played with for the last couple of weeks. So yeah,
That'll be fun.
good fun.
Hell yeah, dude. Can't wait to catch that. I had fun playing with you on the weekend. I'm glad you had a good stream anniversary. Congratulations again on
you.
that one. And then final word of hellos before we get into the big exciting campaign. Mr. Optical Wear Sunglass Guy himself. Chris, what do you have to say for yourself, you freak of nature?
I wasn't aware that I had to explain my fetishes, desires. Let's play D&D.
Of the people I choose to associate with are a reflection of myself. It hurts when I remind myself of that sometimes. Well, with all of that exciting stuff having been said, I do believe it is time to get back into our campaign where we left off. When last we left off, the party had completed the trial of the shifting seasons, a trial presented before all of you when you first entered the domain of Rena Durak, the Lady of Shifting Seasons herself, one of the few patron goddesses of a land that existed far before any of you even walked this earth. You engaged in a rather spirited combat with some elementals of varying types, each reflecting the season that they were defending. Some of you faring better than others, but all of you collectively managing to place your hand upon a pedestal in the correct order, thus finishing the trial and ending the combat with just enough time to save your skins. At which point you return to the material plane, where, Dusty, you found that the amulet you have been wearing that was once just a pure blue now has little tinges of purple and a little bit of just clearness to it, and these kind of fragments as you begin to piece together the different portions of these ancient dragon deities that you've been collecting along the way here. And that is where we left off last session. So I'd like to pick up from there, as that was a pretty big event you all just went through together. You all stand on the pedestal here in your basement, or to call it a basement is a bit, I don't want to call it a dungeon, but a basement is putting it a little lightly, in the dragon's lair beneath your home, in which you all stand. What are you doing?
Yeah.
How are you reacting? What are your initial thoughts?
I think immediately Dusty's he's a bit tuckered. He's quite damaged. He's gonna kind of stumble over to Violet, because she is also quite damaged. Stumble over there. He's gonna lean down. You alright? You alright? And then he's gonna look to Bite Carl and just kind of wave over.
Yeah, God, I'm coming.
Oh god.
Oh, goodness.
so
I kind of
glad
come
you
over
guys are
just
good.
out of instinct too.
You all kind of gather together.
Once I see the state of everyone else, I'm gonna drop down on a knee and I'm gonna cast mass healing word on the group.
Bless you.
Okay.
Isn't your aura also active? That's temporary hit points.
That's stamp hit points, yeah. So everyone will get 13 health points.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you all get 13 HP back. You feel
Oh, that feels good.
Father Gustav's magic take effect. Your wounds healing ever so slightly. If it's enough to heal you to full, you feel them close completely. Otherwise, you are still actively bleeding or wounded, I guess, in
Broken
your
ribs.
case, Xechas. Broken gears.
Bludgeoned. Goodness.
Yep. Rough times.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna also hit
Thank you.
myself with a quick little cure wounds.
Totally fair. Yep. You heal for
Is everybody
more points
okay?
of healing.
Well, based on looks, I could see which of us got the worst of it.
Sucked.
I'm definitely not okay. The son of a bitch destroyed one of my bottles of booze.
Hear from the distance in the cavern a shrill, "You're joking!" from your small kobold companion Gum Gum, who lives down here with Violet.
You silent. It's very quiet and kind of under his breath. You hear Dusty go, "No, no, I needed that."
Everyone was waiting on that booze to be ready for real.
I just got an arm around Dusty. Don't worry, there's gonna be more soon. Soon.
Oh,
I still have a
you
bottle,
look like
though.
you're in some pain as well. Here, I'm gonna go over and just kind of touch Violet on the shoulder and give her a cure wounds as well.
Aw.
She looks up at you and in
Fourth.
common, decently comfortable common, she says, "Thanks, that helped."
I don't know what all of you ended up fighting, but I got a giant rock or earth elemental of some kind. Beat the ever-loving snot out of me.
Water.
Oh, that was the one that threw a rock at me at the end. Yeah, I remember. That hurt.
Oh.
Say water? You fought
Yeah.
water?
Yeah, big water guy.
It was something with wind or air. He tried launching into the air a couple
Hey.
of times, but failed miserably.
It's almost like you see Dusty getting more and more offended as you guys explain your thing, as he's like, "I got the winner? Me.
You
They
got
threw me
summer.
in the
You should
ice?
be warm.
Oh, God, I hate it here."
Like Carl actually laughed. Yeah.
Well,
They really seemed like they were trying to be as much of a bastard as possible.
They did.
It's interesting that it was all related to the elements and the seasons. I suppose that's fitting.
She is the lady of the seasons.
Yeah, I have
Well,
a quick look at your amulet. I'd just like
Oh,
to see
yeah,
how it changed.
he's gonna pull it kind of out better from his tucked-in shirt.
Zeus doesn't go to take it, but he just leans in to have a good close look at it.
Roll me an
I
Arcana check.
didn't have a conversation with her by any means. Kieran, no.
19. I want to make it a little better, so I'm going to Flash of Genius it for 22.
Oh, also, Kieran and Soph, thank you for the subbies, guys. Forgot that before we got into the recap. Appreciate y'all.
Where's my dude?
Love you, boys. Okay, yeah, no. So looking at it right off the bat, you notice something peculiar that wasn't there before. As I said, where once it was just a solid piece of sapphire, there's now like a tinge of purple in one section and another section that's almost clear and translucent. It's like the gem is being sectioned off. The blue is still the clearest. The purple and the clear are both still mostly blue, but you can see these flashes of color, and it seems like as Dusty and Violet have progressed, they've kind of absorbed a little of the essence of the creatures with whom they've been interacting, these ancient dragon deities.
I have a sapphire arcstone in my bag of holding. I'm going to pull that out and compare it to the blue of his amulet.
The Arkstone glows from within, like you can literally see this kind of dancing arcane energy kind of sparkling on the inside, whereas Dusty's gem is kind of this more faintly pulsing glow that seems to emanate from nowhere. There's no source of the light. It's just ever present.
What about the gems themselves? Do they look similar enough where I think they may have come from the same source?
Roll me an investigation check or nature. Dusty, you see Xechas kind of leaning in, examining more closely.
Not very good. Just a 9 on that one.
As far as you can tell, they're different.
I did get
You,
them for different. I got that one from the cave too, so.
Figure anything out? Or...
I was just curious to see if perhaps this was, the same source. Highly unlikely though. It's kind of hard to tell.
Yeah. I mean, we got... You mean the same, like, being?
Yes, I was wondering if that's whose body we encountered in the caverns. But, not sure.
I don't know how likely that would be. given this temple's location. But I guess they don't have to be dead next to their temples.
No. The old gem has quite the change, though. It looks as if it's beginning to sort of segment. Don't know if it looks like it'll do that a couple more times to be, evenly divided, but
How
looks like that's what it's on course for.
how many of those are there? Different colors. He's pointing at the archstone.
There's 5 total, right, DM?
Yes, the exact same number of gem dragons that there are.
And would I know that?
Yes. By this point, you guys would have. Well, I'll say roll me a history check for you. Dusty also probably wouldn't even be particularly aware.
Guidance that too. So it's not a very good roll. And I'm
Sure.
out of flash releases.
Okay.
Back a good 15.
Okay. With a total of 15. In the time you've been here, in the readings and research and just your kind of casual free time reading you've done, you have managed to ascertain a little bit about the different gems and dragons, and specifically your Arkstone research has led you to this. There is a corresponding number of Arkstones as there is gem dragons. There's one for each of the different colors. Purple is the most common and the easiest to use and turn into an Arkstone. But you also know that it has the highest potential to absorb the most power.
And what are the other 2? Do I get that with that roll?
Gosh.
Here.
1 second. What are all the gem dragons?
Ruby
Off the top
and
of my head?
emerald?
You have sapphire, amethyst, crystal, and then there's 2 more. Fuck. I have this. 1 second.
Emerald?
Arcane capacitors. You have amethyst, topaz, sapphire, emerald, and crystal.
Topaz and emerald are what's missing. Okay.
Yeah. Diamond traditionally is the most powerful of the arcane capacitors, but you know that some people have experimented with amethyst, pushing it past what even you can achieve with the diamonds. Or crystal, I guess, more accurately.
Which is crazy because
Well-
that's quote-unquote the lowest tier.
Technically. It's just the most receptive to power. It's less likely
'Cause
to
if,
explode.
If I had to venture a guess, I'd say possibly as many times as there are archstones, but that's the only thing I can think of.
Perhaps there's 2 more, I don't know, trials of sort that we or you must go through in order to, fully unlock what this thing is capable of or something.
That sounds about right.
I feel like one of these was set to happen by Saul, clearly, as he looks around the basement. The other, I think we just got lucky and stumbled upon. I don't know how we're going to find 2 others, but I'm sure it's bound to happen at some point.
I don't necessarily know if we have to go looking.
Fair. As I said, I didn't have a conversation this time. There was no talking. There was no, clearly looks at the necklace. I got approval, I imagine, but
Roll me an
I
insight
think-
check.
Ooh.
As you say that, and you think about it.
they haven't.
It's present, but it's faint. And looking at it, you get the sense that there's long ways to go yet before that portion of the gem reaches full clarity.
If I had to guess, much like with how Theron Ethel took his time to be able to manifest, it's probably gonna be a similar thing.
Sure.
And from what I can tell, looks at the small portion. It might take some time. Got to build trust, I suppose.
A rapport. Right, yeah. Do
When
you...
when I focus, can I feel the different? Like, can I feel that there's two places that I can put her in?
You get the sense that when you kind of like take a minute to focus on the gem, with your time with it, you're generally having been already attuned to it, you do get the sense that either you or Violet can choose which domain she enters.
Okay.
In fact,
You were
looking at
saying?
it and the blending together, you start to think that maybe they're one and the same.
You were saying, darling?
Do you think that there'll be similar challenges that we can help with, or is this going to start getting more solo trip, do you think?
To be transparent, I thought all of this was going to be something I had to do. But it does
too.
make sense that the people around her are going to be the ones that have to prove themselves, not just me.
I looked down at Violet. Well, she's worth it. And I don't mean financially, like money-wise. I've moved away from that business model. I'm looking at Violet and just
She gives you a light nuzzle kind of like against the side of your leg. Your upper thigh. Just a light little
like, oh,
nudge.
just kind of seizes up a moment, but then
It's gentle and like cute, but it's also like you kind of like a you fucker kind of
yeah.
gesture, like a little.
The fact of the matter is, she's with me, and I'm with all of you. So,
Damn right.
my body's still sore.
Yes, I could very much use a rest after that.
I think that's a great idea.
I think we could all use some rest. And a bath, because my area was fucking
yes.
hot.
Yeah, I'm wet, and I think I'm already growing mold. It's not the blue stuff, but it's gonna get worse. Yeah, bath first.
Gustav is saying that while looking at Dusty.
Violet's
The
like,
window,
bath
the
sounds
window
good.
elemental was nice though.
Goes and jumps
I
in
will,
the hot water down here with Gum Gum the kobold. Right.
on second thought, I'm gonna go. He points at the hot spring that she just jumped in, as you see the bits of frost and ice still stuck to his
Yeah.
I'm
fur.
gonna help you
As he's
over
like,
to.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
defrost.
we're gonna get you.
again.
We're gonna get you right in there, honey. Come on.
Please get away from the garbage can, Chowder.
I'm going to go use the bathhouse upstairs.
Perfect. All right.
Okay.
Toodles.
You all adjourn to the baths and bedrooms of your choosing for the evening. Yes, Dusty.
As I go in, I just holler to Gustav, "Make some more booze."
And Gustav will take his backpack off, show the flask, put it back, and just buzz off upstairs.
Beeline upstairs. Okay, Xechas going upstairs. Vicarl, you say you're staying down here with Dusty as well? Okay. So you all enjoy the hot springs with Gum Gum the kobold and Violet. There's like multiple pools down here if you remember the map, so like you guys kind of split up. So it's just you and Dusty in one of the hot tubs together, though Gum Gum kind of annoyingly like a child at a swimming pool keeps jumping between the pools and splashing you on occasion, kind of ruining the general peace and calm of the mood, but he calms down eventually.
Great dive, Gum Gum.
Does he use his
that's
kobold
the shallow
shitter?
one.
Not while they're down there. He's a gentleman.
Oh, thank God.
Are you gonna?
He's nervous.
If you want to
He has
watch
nervous
Gum Gum
boots.
use the shitter, you can have a stakeout. That's a side
No, just
quest I'm
curious.
willing to run for you. You can do that if you want. I'm not that invested, but if you are, it does
Gum's gonna
appear to
take
have
30
been
minutes in the
used.
bathhouse.
He leaves the seat up. Yeah. Terrible house manners. Terrible house manners. So as you all spend your time in the hot springs downstairs, Xechas and Gustav, you head upstairs. Are any of you doing any like final things before we switch to a long rest for the evening? I guess is my main question.
I'm gonna check on the distillery to see if we have more. Or if I have.
Roll me a d4. What was it? It didn't come
3.
through. Is it 3? You have enough to fill 3 more bottles worth of your special reserve.
Right, I'm gonna fill the bottles and I'm gonna go upstairs to Vico's and Dusty's bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna leave 1 bottle on the nightstand.
Easy enough. Short walk for you. You leave a bottle. You go to where you're stay. I can't remember where we had you sleeping at the moment, but you.
Was it? Guest
I think.
room,
Oh, you were sleeping on the comfy bench in the bathhouse, if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah. Oh no,
it
you're
was
right.
like
Yeah.
It's like one of those really fancy Victorian things where like one half is like a couch, but the other half is like it's like a footstool. It's like a sitting chair. It's super comfy. You can kind of just sprawl out. But you all also make your way to the hot tubs, give yourselves a quick soak and adjourn for the evening. So you can all go ahead and hit the long rest button. Xechas.
After my 4 hours of long rest, I'm gonna get up and get started on the creation of my goggles.
Okay, you can mark off
Hey.
one
My
of
goggle glasses.
14 days worth of work on it. We'll say 4 hours of work per day is enough to do it. Yes, Dusty.
I've got Mage Hand and Smith helping me.
I think as we're sitting down in the hot springs with them,
Mm-hmm.
Dusty's just kind of soaking. He's gonna look to Carl. At the end of the day, I really do hope you guys can help me with all this going forward. And I hope I made it clear through all of what we've been through over the past week, 2 weeks, months. Whenever the time comes to face the things that you left behind, like with the coat and fire, I'll help you with that too. You know that, right?
Like Carl kind of sinks a little into the water. I do know that. Yeah. And I believe you when you say it. Thank you.
That's what I'm here for.
It might be more dramatic than dragons.
As long as they don't require me to be freezing anymore, I will be just fine.
Oh. No, yeah, you should be fine with it.
It's a long time till
Thank
the
you.
next winter.
And I just go in. I just kind of put my arms around him and just put my head on his shoulder, and we're sitting in the tub.
I don't think it takes very long, and you hear a slight snore. As he's there. He's just
Falling
like,
asleep
"Ow."
in the hot tub.
Again.
Yep. Speaking
Get
of a
them
trend,
ready.
we need to get some like water wings or floaties on you guys for safety, but you all finish your rests for the evening. Whatever state you find yourself. Yes, Ahas? You look very excited about something.
Oh, no, nothing. It was just a spell that I didn't know did a thing.
Fair enough. Fair enough. The morning comes to you. You awaken. Those of you in the cavern below, you kind of just awaken of your own natural accord as opposed to the sunlight creeping through the window. There may be a little bit of it creeping through like the entrance to the cave, but that's far below in the waters along the surface of the ocean. So you guys kind of just drift awake naturally in your own accord. You all make your way upstairs. You find a hearty breakfast cooked for you, as always, by Ashlyn. Your, I don't know, I can't remember what her official position is, but for lack of a better term, the caretaker of your household.
I like
She
that.
manages all the stores, all the food, all the staff. She
The
is
groundskeeper.
She's kind of the person in charge when all of you are away.
She's the CFO.
Yay!
There you go. Among other things. But yeah, there's a hearty breakfast cooked for you. Ashlyn and Olga are gone. You find a note on the table for you. Ran to town, swinging by my parents, home before sundown. Ashlyn.
Perfect.
And then instead of Ashlyn and Olga, it just says Ashlyn and there's a thumbprint in black ink.
Ah,
Very large, Olga-sized thumbprint.
I wonder who that was.
Hi, Chowder.
Mm.
Hey, baby.
Okay.
Do you
Yeah, you can sweep on the desk
think
if
she
you
took
want.
Goomba back? He looks at this massive thumbprint.
Maybe. They might be friends.
Who knows?
Zeus comes in about 5-10 minutes after you guys all have settled in. Good morning.
Welcome. Morning.
Hello and good
That is,
morning.
Some breakfast that you can stare at or try to eat.
No, I am. After getting bludgeoned, I actually could use some sustenance.
Oh, perfect. There's
So
so
that's-
much of this.
Dusty, did you find the present I left you on your nightstand?
I woke up in the cave.
In the
So-
Yeah, we
That's-
had a little bit of a camp out last night. It was
He goes.
Fair enough.
He gets up, goes and checks. You hear a "fuck yeah!" Then all you hear is a
Well done.
hell
Take
yeah.
take an inspiration for that. For the well-timed can
Oh, you
ASMR.
gave him a. Oh, you gave him a. Oh, attaboy.
So,
Whoop up.
as you all sit around the table together, what are the next steps of Saul's United Cogs and Claws? What is the next part of our journey here? Hello, Mr. Honky Car.
It seems as if we're going to be on the road a bit. I don't see anything other for us to do now than begin making the long journey to Stormtide.
Prison break.
Were we waiting
Yeah.
on the dude?
Yep, you received a
I believe the
letter.
letter said we were
person?
to meet him in Stormtide.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
He was waylaid. Matthew.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can plan our way out. There's
Sweet boy.
some rivers we could try to take.
Sir, that's the stream deck. Please don't stop the stream with your cane.
Okay.
We
Do
could
that,
go
we
out
could-
to the ocean and go around.
We could charter a ship.
Yeah.
Could use the company resources that we have access to go break somebody out of a company prison. That would be
That
bold,
sounds
wouldn't it?
poetic.
It is incredibly fascinating.
Or we could, do good old reliable and travel overland. Find out more about what's going on in these godforsaken lands.
Would Gustav be aware of the Stormtide area?
You had the prophetic dream previous session, depicting a fortress on a coast and then a castle on a rocky crevice overlooking that town, and you know that to be Stormtide, but you haven't traveled there. You can roll me a history check to see what you know about it. I'd say Dusty, you can too. You're from here. You've traveled these forests. Probably not as far as Stormtide, but you are the
Guidance, Dusty.
cartographer of the group as well. I'm petting an absolutely adorable kitty right now who's laying with his face.
You get knowledge spray.
But
Stuart
Sprayed.
hears Chowder getting the love and he's upset about it.
Come here,
okay.
Stuart.
So a 19 from Gustav. Okay, 2 19s. So you would know Stormtide is the largest city on the eastern coast of Varosia, or at least the largest Trudge Hill Trading Company like settlement in terms of what's going on. Up here, there are probably larger cities to the south, but those are not under TTC control. Stormtide acts as the main trading port on the eastern coast of Vorosia and kind of disseminates trade goods throughout the surrounding area that come to them from the company itself. Hi, little one, just relax, okay? You would know that it is a very popular port. There are boats that leave from Fort Mistmere, Port Arrington, Port Mirren almost every other week to give people passage there. And likely at the start of spring, one such boat is probably going to be leaving soon now that the ices have melted. And then you would know that overland, it is a long journey through the forest of Avenar, followed by a still lengthy but not quite as long journey over the Brittle Shelf Highlands before you reach the
I thought
area
that said the
called
British
Stormtide.
Highlands for a sec.
The Brittle Shelf Highlands before you reach Stormtide. The boat
Well,
would probably take you about 2 weeks, overland closer to 20 days.
all right. So by boat, it'll be around 2 weeks. If we go by land, probably around 20 days. I will say, when we went to town, they were prepping things like there was some trouble on the water. So
I
perhaps
wonder what that
boats
could be.
would be less ideal if we do not want to get gross again.
Wanna go see Don't want to go see the Blue Man
Did
Group.
potentially make, at very best a casual acquaintance.
The Blue Ooze group.
But yes, that could be rather unfortunate if the ship we're on gets attacked, and I know they would not be discriminate for us.
True.
I will say, if we go by foot, this little thing, he's going to pull out this spyglass as he flicks it out. They gave this to me and I could put some use to it. I've been, mapping out our journey and whatnot. However, every day we travel, I can look through this thing at somewhere within the mile and just completely learn the entire terrain around that thing in a 3-mile radius. So we can always plan
Damn.
ahead. Once per
That's
day.
interesting.
And
there a way we
That
can
seems
combine
like
it?
a more
Like partially overseas and partially on foot.
or in a
we
river of some kind.
Yeah, something like
The
that.
issue would be carrying the boat when we're on land.
well,
It's a good point.
if we want to do a little both, I can carry the boat when we're
You guys
on land.
have effectively portaged up a river before in the past. That
And
is also doable. Canoe is a very popular way to travel in these parts.
if we want to do land and we want to do some skipping, Sky,
That would work well. We can do that. I mean, think about it. We can head around. Rooks Bay has that river we can take that we took before. Head down that way into the lake. From the lake, we can go down further. We'd probably have to travel by land from there, and then another river would take us down towards the shore of the Brittle Shelf Highlands, but odds are, if we're doing it that way, we either have to, at that point, canoe around the ocean, or we have to cross the Brittle Shelf Highlands by foot.
That sounds rather doable. We could either just abandon the canoe or stash it somewhere and try to use it on the way back.
right?
Kind of like that idea. I would also feel a little bit better about procuring our own canoe of some kind instead of, relying on the company, because there's a good chance that it doesn't come back.
Yeah, I don't want to face any fees this time.
Yeah, they get
That-
really weird with their letters.
That gave me a lot of anxiety trying to pull that up the cliff. I'm gonna be transparent.
Okay. So
Right,
we
well, that should be
run
easy enough to
town.
get in Fort Mistmeath.
Yeah. You can grab one in town and I can
Honestly,
move it.
the general
Yeah, I
store
think-
might have one. She does carve.
I mean, it's very good at woodworking. We were there not that long ago, DM. Do I remember seeing a vessel of some kind at Emmy's shop? A canoe or a riverboat?
I was muted. Yes, you do remember seeing a couple. In fact, around town, there's a couple places that'll like sell reused and repurposed canoes around the docks and other boats and stuff. There's an entire dockmaster who sells ships and watercraft. So
Yeah. We like Emmy in this house.
we do love Emmy in this house. To
We
be fair, to
stand
be fair.
Emmy.
We do fuck with
Alright.
Emmy. I also don't
Pick
remember
up
the
something
name
that
of the town quartermaster who sells all the boats. Shit.
Bodie Boatman.
I'm gonna look through all my notes. Do me a favor. Thanks, guys.
Quartermaster,
Captain
Mortarcaster.
Ah!
I like that. That's good.
Well, if we can pick one that's relatively light, I could probably carry it actually as me. I'm kind of a strapping lad.
Well, depending on how out of civilization we are, we do have someone else that can help.
Got any hands?
He looks at the floor. No, we just got to be very. Violet might not be the happiest to carry a boat, but
We could take turns. Me
She
and her.
definitely
It'd be
could.
bonding.
I think we could figure it out.
Yeah. All right.
I look at Zeas and I'm like, can't you just make things float in the air?
I suppose I could do that.
are
To a
you
certain extent. Yeah.
are you suggesting we make the boat fly like some kind of flying ship?
Or you could levitate the
No,
canoe and just paddle through the fucking
Yes.
woods and shit.
That'd be
No,
so
no
funny.
water needed. Just pushing along
That's
up the
quite
trees.
exactly what I'm getting at, God.
Oh, man.
It's
Um,
done before, right? Us
Looking at
people in
details
D&D.
of the levitate spell.
I'm
I'm
sure how
not
it
going to
works.
say it's not possible. It's definitely doable.
It lasts for 10 minutes.
What the hell is this
don't
supposed to
know.
be? Some
I mean,
kind
it's
of
good to
airship?
know that
Explain that.
for 10 minutes you can maneuver your canoe over rough terrain or land
Yeah.
or rapids or something.
Rapids.
That's actually kind of
Rapids,
cool.
yeah.
Floating
I
canoe.
don't
That's
know
what
if
I'm
I
trying
could
to
sustain
get
it
at.
for long enough for it to be a long-term plan, but if there was a particularly rough patch that we wanted to,
Stuart.
deal with a bit more quickly, we could.
All right. All right.
Fair enough.
I
Yes.
love that. We're going on a canoe trip.
We're going kayaking.
Let's go. All right. First stop, boat store.
First stop, boat start. Okay.
Well, let's try general store first. Actually,
There was some other things that we need as well. I think we're rather low on rations. We could probably get some more higher quality ones than what we've had.
I
Stock up
mean,
on
I can-
supplies and stuff.
We could
I
always
just
hunt
go
along the way as
hunt.
well.
That too, you
And
can
if-
fish.
If it's really needed, I can create food and water as well. As long as
Oh,
we
cool.
have some vessels for the water, it can be
How the-
done.
fuck does that work?
Magic.
Magic.
Holy magic. It's rather a thing. Alright, well,
You're
let's get
telling
off
me
to town then.
Okay.
if I studied books like a wizard, I could have saved myself so many scars
Mhm.
I'm
in
just
the
gonna
woods.
I'm just gonna stare at Dusty, take an empty glass, take an empty plate, and cast create food and water and give it to him.
Oh.
Cleric shit.
Vicar watches the whole thing. Okay.
What does a meal from Father Gustav look like? I want to know that. What do you conjure?
Oh, it's the thing is with create food and water, you know this just as well. It's tasteless. It's just basic shit. So it's gonna be a
Astronaut food.
Well, that's not
You know,
fun. That's not fun. So
MREs.
we're gonna
Okay.
nix that rule right now.
Okay, we're gonna mix that.
Give me a flavorful
Um,
Father Gustav feast. Feast of
gonna
Father
see
Gustav. What kind of
the
lame ass rule is that shit? I conjure bland crisps. No, fuck that. Fuck that. Get that out of here.
you're gonna see like the Kaiser buns
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
with some German cheese, some German sausages, morning ale, a Weizenbier that is, that kind of stuff.
Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. You
Or-
see a meal conjured by Father Gustav as he describes it. Oh, what do we want of magic missiling?
Recharge.
Oh, okay.
He just shoots the plate.
Fuck
Like,
your food.
Fuck.
It looks
I
good.
forgot to
It
roll.
smells good, and it tastes good. We're not gonna do that. It's gonna have flavor. That's
I like
such
that.
a weird detail. Like, why would the food taste like shit? No.
Did you say a
It's
morning
just
ale?
stroopwafel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I'm
love
like-
your
Germany-
people so much.
In Germany, if you have your lunch break, you're allowed to drink a Weizenbier.
All
All
right.
got it
So
figured out.
we're having some breakfast beers up in here. Okay. So you all consume a nice meal from Father Gustav mixed with what Ashlyn prepared for you. You have a hearty feast for your last meal at your home before leaving off on your next journey, to the point that all of you are filled to capacity. Like, you are absolutely brimmed. Nothing, no room left in there. Okay, can you chill?
There are a
Um,
few. If we are not coming back here before we leave, there are a couple of preparations I need to make. Give me
Get
about
over
30 or 45 minutes before we go.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a note for Ashlyn and Olga and make sure they know where we're going. I'm just write that all
Perfect.
down.
Okay. You leave a note with the details of your next journey, expecting you to be gone for some time. You would know it's about 2 weeks, 20 days over land, 2 weeks by boat. With the canoe, I hadn't anticipated that in time, so we'll say it's just about 16 days instead of 2 weeks, just a couple days longer. So you're actually going to save time by going with the canoe route. Hadn't anticipated that. Good one, guys. But yeah, any preparations you want to make before you go? Like Carl's writing a note. Zayhas, what are you doing?
I need to change my armor model back to the infiltrator, so I'll take like 30, 45 minutes to do
Short
that.
rest to do that. Yep,
Um,
doable.
yeah, Guardian was cool, but it didn't quite help like I thought it would.
And you are trying to
Scratch
infiltrate
the
a
itch.
prison and sneak across the countryside, so probably
Exactly.
a good idea. All right,
Get
so
my
you work
advantage
on that.
stealth back.
You get your advantage on stealth back. Dusty and Gustav, what are you doing?
We're still at the house, right? As prep.
Yep, yeah. You guys are still at the place.
I'm gonna go downstairs, prep bottle the last two bottles of alcohol, put them in my backpack. Then I'm just gonna turn everything off because we will be leaving. I'm not gonna leave that going, and I don't want Gum Gum to get into the stash.
Rude.
Yeah, I know. I'm an asshole.
Rude.
Like me.
Fair enough.
So
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
All right, you grab your booze. You make sure Gum Gum can't raid your stash, and you prepare yourself to leave. Dusty.
I gotta go inform Violet of what's happening.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, easily done. You make your way down. She is still just kind of hanging out around the pool. She's got like her feet kind of just hanging in while she's leaned back against her bed.
Violet, get your things gathered round. We gotta go.
I don't really have any things, so like she kind of just flops forward, gives a little stretch. I'm good to go.
Yeah, no, I was just, the sarcasm didn't come through.
It's okay.
Well, we're gonna be out and about. You're gonna have to go back in the crystal. However,
Oh,
might be a good chance to try to speak to Rena.
I mean, we could try. Yeah, put me in, coach. Let's go.
All right. I don't know how this works, so I'm just gonna put you in the crystal, and then you can probably sort through it.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Theranethel might help.
Yeah,
You
I'm
can
not
talk
an-
to
I'm
him
not
for
an expert.
sure.
I can probably ask him for advice. Yeah, he can. He's like chatty and stuff now. I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead. Send me in.
All right. Also, you might have to carry a boat. Shelter.
I'm gonna have to what? Gets sucked into the necklace as she responds to it, and you find yourself standing there while Gum just looks up at you. Gum no thinks she gonna like that very much.
Oh no, she's gonna be so mad.
Yeah, she's kind of like a snob, but that's fine.
All right. You just take care of the shrine and
Yeah,
make sure nobody tries to take that. And points at the crystal still on Rena's body.
Yeah, I guess there's like a couple there, isn't there? It's really only like one. Why don't you just take it?
I feel like I gotta ask.
Okay, I'll keep an eye on it.
He's gonna grab the amulet. He's gonna think as hard as he can towards that. Put like all of his focus on that clear section. Can I take the crystal?
Roll me a persuasion check.
It's 12.
You don't get the sense that you can't take the crystal.
Man, Xechas is so much better at this than I. This might. There's no energy. I'm not gonna blow up, right?
Yeah,
He's looking
like,
at Gum Gum.
Yeah, Gum think you're fine.
All right, I'm gonna take the crystal.
As you walk over to it and place your hand on it, you feel it's kind of getting warmer as you approach it and touch it, and you rest your hand, you feel the heat kind of increase, and looking down at your own necklace, you too see this kind of pulsing light from within, and as you pluck the single dragon scale or crystal from the wall, nothing bad happens to you.
He like flinches for a second, expecting
Sucked
some
into a
kind of
portal to hell.
nosebleed to start. He's like, I'm good.
Nothing.
All right.
Okay. You make your way back upstairs, having finished all of your errands. Vikarl, doesn't take you long to write the note. Any final preparations you want to make before you all head out?
No, I'm all set.
Okay. You all finish your final efforts before you take your leave. You regroup in the foyer of your home, the house of Cogs and Claws, and you make your way out the front door and onto the road. You close the door behind you. Make sure to lock up. Ashlyn, of course, has a key of her own, and you begin the long journey to Fort Mistmere. It takes you about an hour at this point, but in in fairly short order, you see the familiar walls of Fort Mistmere rising out of the cool morning fog. Yes, Dusty?
As we leave the house, we're walking down the road. Dusty's just gonna look to Xechas. Hey, catch! And he's gonna take the crystal and toss it to him.
I'll try and catch it, but I'm gonna see if Smith can catch it. Smith
Roll me a dexterity
gets-
check for Smith.
gets in on that.
Easily
13.
enough, he flies out of your pocket, grabs it with a kind of metallic clinking sound, flies it back down, and hands it to you.
Oh my!
Courtesy of Renadurak herself. I took it off her skeleton.
That's incredible. I'm gonna. He goes to put it in the bag of holding, but then just like shakes his head and then actually puts it in.
There you
That's
go.
incredible. Thank you.
Well, I'm not the one to thank, really. I didn't get struck down immediately, so I think it was more her to thank than anything.
As you guys
wow.
finish
All right.
As you guys finish your conversation, you enter the front gates of Fort Mistmere and find the town much more alive than last you saw it. In the dead of winter, the spring has obviously sprung, the melts have started, and fishing boats are able to actually get out into the deeper waters to do some real fishing. You can hear already the hustle and bustle coming from the port and the docks as fishermen prepare to make their way out for the morning. You can see them already beginning to file out of the Rotten Timber Tavern. Hey, you stop that. That is not a toy. That is not a toy, you silly lad. God, my cats. He keeps trying to, like, play in his stupid water fountain, and he keeps knocking it over. And I keep having to clean up a mess every time. It's really annoying. I'm about to take away your water fountain. Anyway, the town is very much alive, and you make your way over to the general store. Where is my page here? Where you do find Emmy hard at work by herself. Apprentice does not seem to be in this morning. As you enter the saw and spyglass, you see the familiar, friendly, green face of Emmy look up at you and say, "Ah, my friends, it's good to see you. What can I...
Good to see you too.
What can I do you for so bright and early? You look like you're ready to go on a long trip or something."
When you mention it, we actually are fixing to go on a long trip.
You've got all your gear on you. Usually you just travel light.
Yes, well, I'm actually in need of a boat of some kind, and seem to remember you having a couple.
What are you looking for? Like a fishing boat, canoe, outrider, outrigger?
Like
Are you going on the ocean or up a river?
Up a river.
Canoe it is then. I've got 2 in the back. They're all yours if you want. They're old, but they're sturdy. I've used them myself for quite some time. Say 30 gold apiece, and we'll call it even.
Is that 30 or 40?
30.
Our looks around to everybody. You guys good with sailing now, or are we just getting the one and all of us sitting in it?
Well, you can hold 3 people per canoe. So if it's going to be all 4 of you, and you're going to need at least 2. Suppose you could sit 2 in the middle, but you'll be riding pretty low. If you get any rough waters, you'll be in trouble.
Yes, 2 does kind of seem like it would be the way, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm more worried because,
Would be more ideal. What do we think we could get a small fishing boat up the river?
If you're just kind of going up the river, over the way there, probably easy enough, but any further inland you start to get into rougher waters. Also, if you're looking to make a long trip, it's much easier to portage a canoe with 2 people than it is a fishing boat with 4, let me tell you.
I'm very right about that.
They're quite easy to get the hang of if you're, you spend a couple minutes with it, and anyone can do it, really. I'd recommend taking your armor off before you go in any deep water, though, there, shiny man.
I'm gonna DM you something, Rusty, because I came up with some shit again, and I need to know if it works.
No. What do you got, DM? Just ask me here.
Okay. Well, if we take the 2 canoes, right?
Uh-huh.
And we take logs, we put them in between to make some sort of catamaran, and I put the Lehman's tiny hut on the logs. Does that work?
Mobile Leoman's tiny hut.
Link Leoman's tiny hut in the chat for me. I'm having trouble thinking of a reason why that wouldn't work. Does it say Leoman's tiny hut can only be built on, like, a non-mobile place? What's the specifics of the rule of the spell on that one? I don't see a problem with it. I really can't come up with any reason why you wouldn't be able to do that. If that was the case, you may as well just get an outrigger and modify it. Though you're...
I mean, for that reason, if that works,
And remain
We can-
stationary for the duration. So wherever you cast it is where it stays.
yeah. So if I cast it on the logs, it should remain there.
Now, if you cast
way
it,
we can-
it's cast
And
on
then the
you.
logs would keep going, and it would stay
It would
there.
just stay
Ah,
completely. Yes.
okay.
It's,
So it doesn't
it's a
work. That's
cool
unfortunate.
idea. Unfortunately, does not work
Damn
with
it.
the wording of the spell. Good try though.
That's unfortunate.
It was a
the
great
reason
idea.
Behind it was, if then we can go day and night. We just split it up. 2 people keep watch at day and 2 people at night, so we can go 24/7. Get some more distance in without having to rest. That was the logic behind it.
It was a good idea. Unfortunately, does not work.
That's a
Well,
shame.
if it's easy enough to navigate and we're not dealing with that many spots of rough water, I guess it won't be too much of a problem. So
Yeah, just row on the easy water and pick it up and carry it around the rapids. No sweat. Look at you, you're strapping, and she goes over to Vikarl and grabs his muscle. Kind of has to look at you. You're a big lad. I'm sure you can row a boat
I
if you try.
am.
Quite light. It's mostly made out of bark and wood framing. They're not all that heavy.
Perfect.
Great. All right.
I
Well,
might
if you're sure you're
actually-
willing to part ways with them, then
She goes under her desk. I might even have a book on how to... Ah, yes. And she pulls out a very simple book that just says Rowing for Dummies.
Perfect.
Works.
no, that's what I read. That's what the company sent me.
It's
When I
standard
learned.
issue from the company. That's where I got it, actually. Glad you recognize it, though. You might have studied the same one.
Yeah. I was gonna say anything I was gonna teach you is gonna be what I learned from that.
It's quite comprehensive. Got lots of pictures. Some of them even pop up.
Pictures.
We like pictures.
Those ones actually scared me. I wasn't expecting.
all right. Well, 30 gold each. You said.
I'll say 50 for both, and I'll throw in the book as a sign of goodwill.
Perfect.
Worst case, you can use it to light a fire if you get cold. Just don't do
You
it
Yeah,
have,
let me
near the
paddles as
canoe.
well. I imagine we'll be needing those.
Oh, they're included.
Bless you.
Great.
Not going to
Here,
sell you a
I've got
boat with no
5
paddles.
platinum.
That'd be silly. Oh,
Oh.
my.
Never mind, rich man.
Here you go.
She just stares at it and kind of has
I'm
to shock herself awake. She grabs it, opens a drawer,
Me too.
puts
I'm
it in
watching the whole
immediately.
time.
That's I guess business has been very good. Yeah, they're right out
Would
back.
not imagine what we had to do for that.
Yeah.
Here. She goes over to a back corner, and you see along the back wall there's a number of just simple hand carved canoe paddles of varying sizes. She picks out a taller one for Vikarl, and Xechas, Gustav, and Dusty get a slightly shorter one.
That's the child's one.
Not quite,
Child
but
pedal.
definitely not the full-sized fucking, Goliath-sized canoe paddle. She hands them out to
Louis.
each. Yeah, that one has a little cartoon painted on it. I'm sure you'll love it. Very popular down south, is what I hear.
What's a cartoon?
It's some a moving picture. They're popular in the big cities. I don't know. Them city folk
moving
are onto
pictures.
stuff. The moving pictures. Aye, it's a thing. Or you can make mail that instantly teleports across the country. I'm sure making a picture move is pretty easy.
You can teleport a whole person across the country. Or group of people, really.
It's a little beyond my
I
price
can't,
range.
but
True.
yes,
Well,
very
There's
tightly
your
controlled
paddles.
Technology.
canoes are at back. Help yourself. Good luck. Don't drown. And if you do, try to do it somewhere the canoes will wash back up on shore after, eh? She gives you a little smack again.
Hey. Absolutely.
Okay. You make your way
Thanks
out.
so much for your help.
My pleasure. Come see me anytime. And again, don't drown. I meant what I said about the armor. Take it off before you get in the boat. as she kind of just waves you off as you make your way out of the store and walk around back. You see two very simple canoes made of, like she said, just a wooden frame on the inside and then lined with birch bark and sealed with pine tar and pitch.
Perfect.
They're well made. They're light. Like, these are very clearly made for actively portaging across the countryside.
Perfect.
Okay.
But
All right.
Well,
Is there anything
I'm
else we
glad-
need to do?
Not that I can think of. Let me check. Hold on. He rummages in his bag. I got balls. I got powder.
If you need any food or
Oh.
like re-up your supplies, go ahead and add what you need. Just using the pricing from the
Actually,
player's handbook and shit. For basic
Coal.
goods, she's got it all.
Get like 3 bags of coal and huck it in the fucking bag of holding.
Okay, easily done. You got coal, you got food, you have a cleric who can just make that shit, and you got a hunter in
Gross.
case you need. So you each, who's going in which canoe? I guess I should ask. What's the plan for travel here? As you all kind of begin separating by canoe and planning, pick your canoes up over your head, 2 person per canoe, and begin making your way down to the coast.
I would assume that Zayas and me would be in one, and Dusty and White Girl.
bingo.
Sounds like a plan.
Fair. Nice romantic canoe ride down the river. Sounds kind of cute. I like it. Hey.
Just sweaty and panting.
You like the front or the back, Father Gustav?
Ah,
I don't mind. I'm good either way.
that's the way.
Well,
No, you're
you're a
not
fair bit
stealing
stronger
my
than
chair,
I,
you little
and
fucker.
as far as I'm aware, the front is for power, so if you want, I can go in the rear.
Sure. I can take the front.
Shut up, Ryan.
I'm
Shut up,
trying.
Cookie. Fucking dirty-minded
You're
fucks.
killing Ryan right now. Okay.
Would you like to fuck me in the arse?
Oh, no.
Ah!
Okay, you need to stop. I'm gonna put you down.
Ah!
You're going down now because you're misbehaving. Okay. As you all
Yeah, I had to lock Stuart in my room for the same reason.
Fair. As you all reach the coast and put your canoes into the water, you notice the water is quite calm. It's spring. As the ice melts, it kind of raises the tide, or raises the water level ever so slightly, even with the tide being low. But the waves are light, and it seems like an easy enough day to cast off. You know, it's a short trip to the mouth of the Gulthie River that empties out into here, or here into Rook's Bay. You each get into your boat, grab your paddles. Are any of you attempting to peruse the book? Are any of you skimming the book?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna
Okay.
skip
Yep.
the book, 'cause
I got Dusty. I'm fine.
Both of you roll me an intelligence
basically-
check.
Intelligence?
Yep. You're trying to read and just memorize information. Wow.
I'm trying to carry a boat and read at the same time, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like, nope, not even gonna. I dropped the book.
Yes, Dusty.
Ah!
If I read it, do I get expertise?
No. No, you do not. No, you do
You see
not.
Gustav with one thing, kind of on his shoulder, and the other hand just.
Yep.
reading.
So you read it. With a 17, I will say you can add proficiency with boats.
Smith, go read that for me.
Would it be water vehicles, I think, for that one?
Vehicles, parentheses, water.
Vehicles, parentheses, water. Xechas, while you're like struggling to hold the boat over your head, the book is tossed back to you and you're just not able to like carry a boat and read a book at the same time. So you're unable, Smith is not able to read the book for you, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Can Smith read the book for Smith?
No, he's too small to do anything effective in the boat. You can use him as a rudder if you really want to, though.
Or
Or
like
motor.
most mild propulsion?
Yeah, just like a little 2 mile an hour fucking offboard. Just
His little feet just.
No, he's got jet feet, bro.
he does.
Oh,
Just
yeah.
not powerful enough to move a boat fast, but it'd be funny to do it anyway.
The legs are
Um,
faster than the jet.
Trust
There
me,
you
I've
go.
been thinking about it.
To be fair, if we get tired of rowing at some point, we do have 2 things that can pull boat.
This is also true.
He
So
looks at Vicarl and then he looks at the necklace.
that is true.
Very
Violet
true.
Crimson. I need whoever is driving the boat, so who is ever at the back steering, and guiding these ships on their way to make me a water vehicles check.
You're the top. I mean front,
Oh,
Dusty.
curses. We already agreed that I'm going in the back.
You can change that if you want to.
Move, I'm steering.
Perhaps if you've gotten more of a hang of it, would you like to be the one steering?
Yes, that's no problem.
Okay, great. I dropped the book while I was trying to read it.
The book's just in the mud about 10 feet behind you at this point, just left there to get soaked. Go ahead and
Mage
roll
hand
me
picks it
a
back up.
water vehicles with your proficiency, and I will say, Dusty, did you use Dex? for yours?
Yeah.
Okay, I use Dexterity and Proficiency.
Well, guidance, Father Gustav as well.
Fair enough.
So
Okay, there you go.
13 with my proficiency.
Yep, I believe so. With your guidance,
that's-
so you can roll a d4 from the fucking Xechas
Another-
as well.
Another 3, so that's 16.
Okay, so you push off into the waters of Rook's Bay, the kind of murky green color of the sediment that has mixed here, creating this kind of beautiful but murky water. You stick to the shallows kind of along the coastline so as to not to go out into deeper, rougher water in canoes that are not necessarily made for ocean travel per se. But you kind of stick along the coastline and kind of enjoying the view as you make your way along. And as you paddle gently along the way, Gustav and Dusty, you are able to guide these vessels fairly easily along this path here. It's just a 10 to steer them in plain, simple waters. Very easy. With Vikarl and Xechas both paddling at the front, providing just power. Quite simple to do. You kind of get the hang of it after a few tries along the way, and you all set off along the coastal waters of Rook's Bay, and that is where we will take our break for today, because all this talk of water has made me need to pee.
Mhm.
So we will be back
There's
in
a
10
spectral
minutes.
hand on my paddle as well, giving me
There
an
you
extra
go.
5 pounds of pushing force.
There you go. We will be back in 10 minutes, everybody. Don't go nowhere, unless it's to go hide from the ads, which we will be running because we have to appease Big Daddy Bezos, or he'll get mad at us and spank us. Not in a good way.
Oh,
Anyway, we'll
praise
see
Big
y'all
Daddy
in 10.
Bezos.
Bye. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a good break. I know I did, because I got to refill my water and have a pee. It was good. So, when you get high, smoke weed. As we begin our I was going to say kayaking adventure. We're not in kayaks. Our canoeing adventure along Rook's Bay and into the mouth of the Gulthie River. You all begin making not the best time that you could have made. Your checks were kind of low, but you are consistent. You're kind of just rowing at a steady pace, avoiding the harsher part of the waves when they break, and kind of just weaving along this coastline until you make your way into the river. And eventually you pull in, kind of have to hop out because the river kind of, as it hits the coastline, kind of splits into these shallow channels that kind of spread out along the beach. It's more or less impossible to canoe up, so you just kind of land your boats on the side, pick them up, travel a little ways up the river where the current isn't so strong, and place your boats back into the waters. You are paddling against the current, so it is a steady but consistent effort to do so. So I will need, this will be checks from everybody because we want everyone to be involved here. First of all, we need checks from Dusty and Kieran to steer the boat up the river as the current is going against you. So same check, just going to be a vehicle's water using your dexterity and proficiency. Vikarl, Xechas, you will be making just strictly strength checks, as you are the kind of power of this boat. As they are steering, you have to kind of maintain the power against the current moving upriver. So go ahead and roll me strength checks as well. Ooh, Dusty.
Okay.
Rough shape.
First,
Rough
I'm going to
shape.
cast Enhance Ability on myself
Mm-hmm.
for Bull Strength.
Okay.
So,
Very
We need
good.
to add a 3 to my roll.
Okay.
The proficiency.
I'm also going to Flash of Genius it for a 13.
Okay, so all together, collectively, doing okay. Dusty is the only one below a 10 on that one. So, Xechas and Father Gustav, as you make your way upriver, you begin to kind of gain ground or gain river on Dusty and Vitekarl in theirs, and you kind of pass them a little bit as you make your way past. You see Vitekarl paddling hard, maintaining against the current, but Dusty is kind of struggling to keep it into like a smooth place. What's up? You do have an inspiration I gave you as well, don't forget.
I do, but this is very funny, so I'm just going with it. I
100%.
think as you guys pass, you notice Dusty kind of just watching Vitekarl row the boat, and he's just like
muscles, just the spray,
he's not
the
paying
light
attention
spray,
as much as he should be.
the light spray of the
Hey,
river
watch
water
King
kind
Kong
of
is playing in
beating
the
down his
background.
bald ass head as he rows his way up the river. You are slightly distracted, and as such, you steer your canoe just a little off course and crash into a rock. So you will take.
Can I, as soon as we pass them, can I use my paddle to splash water in Dusty's face?
Okay, I will say make the check. Roll one more time because we'll say you have advantage as you are smashed or splashed in the face, taking you out of your distraction long enough to. Okay, there you go. So you, as you're kind
He
of
goes, "Okay."
distracted by
shit.
your man, bulky, muscled, moist from the river water. You are distracted, and then you yourself become dampened as a splash from a paddle hits you square in the face, soaking you, and you see Father Gustav with a shit-eating grin on his face as they paddle past you and Vitekarl, and you're able to, just in time, realize you're about to hit a rock and get your paddle into the water and kind of push off another
Dusty!
boulder to the side.
Dusty!
Just
Sorry,
narrowly,
I got it.
narrowly avoiding that boulder and succeeding on your
job.
check. So you do not take any damage to your canoe. I also have a stat sheet for you guys that you can use for these. Maybe? Where to go? I'm gonna exit. I have like 8 fucking windows open right now. One sec. Is there a canoe stat sheet? Rowboat. We're just gonna use the rowboat stat sheet. There you go. Sweet. That will be in the Discord, like our actual chat room, not this chat room. You know what I mean? The suck text chat. There you go. That's your rowboat. Keep track of your stats and your HPs. It's not unreasonable. Each of you have. Yeah, you have 25 hit points, 50 hit points on the hulls. Should be good. Don't
My roll
crash
20
it up.
crashed.
Oh no. We flash. We flash.
I have several times.
Well, for now, we'll just let it simmer. So, you all continue your journey up the Gulthie River for the rest of the day, kind of maintaining this steady pace. Where the water is slow moving and the river is wide, you kind of paddle your way against the current. When the river thins, becomes rockier and more dangerous, you kind of park it on the side and portage your way around the rapids and kind of continue in this rhythm throughout the day, eventually making your way to where you first encountered the individual suffering from the blue rot who infected Vitekarl. You arrive at the kind of like in-between house that's right on here on the river, so that people traveling the river can stop off before traveling inland to the lumber mill that is on the lake here as well. I believe I have a zoomed-in map for that. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Yes, so you arrive, I will say, at the Lumber Lodge, just north of Laravos Lake. You can actually see, looking up, kind of north or southward along this river, where it opens up into the waters of Laravos Lake. Probably about a kilometer up ahead, not too far. Within rowing range, if you wanted to push ahead to maybe the lumber mill. Crossing the lake would be a bit more of a trip, but there is lodging here if you would like it, as well as the sun kind of begins to set on your first day of travel. What would you like to do?
As
Which
the
one's back
sun's
up?
setting, before light's gone, Dusty wants to climb up a tree, scope out the other side of the lake, spyglass, and then kind of
Okay.
take note of it, and then go mark his map down. with everything
Refresh
he learned from
my
the
memory
spyglass of
on what it
clairvoyance.
does. Gives you exactly what within 3 miles of it. I remember it's within 3 miles.
Find east. Spyglass of clairvoyance. I gotta make a wisdom check using cartographer tools
Go
to
for
map the area.
it. Go for it.
It is a location within 1 mile that is obstructing my view,
Okay.
such as a mountain, castle, or forest. So I guess I'm across forest.
I'm just picking like the forest at the front of the lake kind of thing.
hmm
Okay. Easily done.
And then wisdom check with cartographer's tools. That's
I
not
said-
bad.
Okay. So unfortunately,
I'm gonna
as a
Flash
inspiration.
of genius it.
use your inspirations. It's a 15, right?
Yeah.
That's pretty
The Flash
high.
of genius it, it goes to a 16.
He had to climb a tree to do this. I'll say you're not able
Ah!
to help him on that one.
No, definitely not.
To physically see it, you kind of have to go up high and you look across the horizon, across Laravos Lake to the tree line on the other side, these tall, very old, mostly untouched forests. You remember having ventured in there before when you first found the Temple of Drak-Tharan, where you found the amulet you currently wear. But looking onto the other side, you get a picture of the surrounding area. You get the mapped out area around the lake. You see the remnants of the camp where the Battle of Laravos Lake actually occurred between you, the TTC, and the infected soldiers under the command of Captain Orvan, I believe his name was, if I'm not mistaken. But around that, you see the hills and everything that makes up the area there. The river that splits, there's kind of a fork that both come into Laravos Lake on either side and continues southward till it eventually reaches the mountains there. There's nothing that stands out as particularly noteworthy around this area, but you have a very clear picture of the region now, and you're able to draw it into your map as you do so.
Okay. It is only natural terrain. So
Okay.
no like buildings or anything.
Perfect.
Alright.
All right. So you
That's
make
climb
your
back
way
down.
down.
Well, if there's lodging somewhere close, we could just go there.
There's
mean-
there's the house that we spent the night at when you first got the blue rot.
Yeah, as long as we bring a nice damp rag, I can go again. I'll be fine.
Or we can push through the lumber mill. Either or.
Oh,
Both
yes.
are within your range today. Your choice.
You know what? Trauma. Let's push through. I would
Okay.
rather
Alright.
burn that shack to the ground next time I see it, truth be told.
You continue along, eventually making your way along the shore of Laravos Lake. You see already, as you kind of pass out into the kind of calm, sparkling waters here, as the evening light begins to kind of fade and the sunset kind of just casts this beautiful orange across the waters of the lake. You do see the remnants of the lumber mill on the northern shore of the lake, these kind of man-made buildings standing obtrusively against this serene nature of it all. And you kind of row along to it, eventually making your way onto the shoreline, pull your canoes aboard, and as you look around the town, you find it deserted. You do not see a single soul here. Doors hang open loosely on rotten hinges.
What on earth happened here?
No.
Well,
You kind of slowly, cautiously start walking around.
if I had to venture a guess, I'd say one of two things happened. Company ran this place into the dirt, had to bail on it, or the mist did what the mist.
Let's see if maybe people were rushed out of here. I'll go to the first open door I see and just look inside.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
I'll go in with him.
Would
4.
Gustav know about the battle that occurred near here?
You were on the boat helping with the victims of the blue rot there and in Fort Mistmere during that time, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But
I
you
think
would have
so.
definitely heard tell of the battle. It was named, it's been recorded in the company history books, and people were very actively talking about it around town. That's kind of the thing that gave the party the largest boost to their reputation, as it were.
Could also
Och, den
be-
här torvan.
Wow. So you go in. You don't find anything special. In fact, you don't find anything at all. It looks like someone packed up and left their drawers just hanging open of old cabinets completely empty. Some
Alright.
belongings left behind, but like things you wouldn't think completely essential. Looks like this place was evacuated, maybe. That or everyone just left.
That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, God. Evacuated. I was wondering, were they
God.
thrown out of here because of a natural disaster or creature, or were they told to leave by a body of power? I gotta
Or
think
were
it
they
was
running
latter.
from the plague?
Or were they running from a plague that was coming? That's
I
another one.
think as we talk about this, Dusty's not investigating the houses. He's looking for, much like he does on his day-to-day, track. Looking at
Roll me a
who
survival
all
check.
came through here, what all has come through here.
With advantage, because you were in the middle of a very dense and thick forest. Mostly.
23?
So the first thing you notice is tracks. Lots of them. All heading off in an easterly direction towards that lodge that you all considered staying at. It looks like everyone kind of just left over time. You see old tracks, you see very old tracks, and you see some that look, I wouldn't say new, but definitely more recent than others. This kind of, it looks like the town, after you left it over time, people just began leaving. There's just a steady line of tracks leaving town and very few, if any, coming back to it.
They seem spread out too. Like,
They all kind of head
I
along
don't-
that easterly road that leads back, but from what you can tell, this happened over a period of several weeks.
I don't think they were marched out by any means. I think what happened was the town was kind of just left in its wake, and over time people got sick of trying to fix it back up, probably. The
That's
tracks,
fair.
they head out over the course of a few weeks, so odds are people just slowly left. Whether it be the mist, whether it be the lack of any trade.
That's most unfortunate.
They all went down towards the lodge,
Bless you, Ryan.
so probably just took boats elsewhere to venture a guess.
Would make sense.
Well,
Suppose they'd be
hey,
capable of
free
making
house.
enough.
Town's just abandoned, kind of like an old mining town. Just cleared out.
Which also means the company didn't do much with it after we left it to them.
that
Plenty
nice.
of
Speaking of the
places to
company-
stay, though.
And I'm gonna look up towards the big building where the company ran this place from. Curious to go have a look around up there.
Yeah, honestly,
Very
if-
well.
I want to be in. Let's stay in the biggest building. I don't know why, but just feels safer.
Okay.
Could also be
Ah.
some ledgers or something that could paint a picture of what happened here.
You guys make your way up to the large house on the kind of northernmost point of this settlement that kind of overlooks the entire lumber operation and everyone who lives in and around it. Here, where you once helped the not governor of this town per se. Who's too small potatoes to be a governor, but you helped the leader of this town with his issues and kind of negotiated a tentative peace between them and everyone else. I need just little settlement. Where are my widow settlements here? But yeah, you find your way up to the main home on top there. Laravos Lake. There we go. What was his name? Garros Bryn. So that was it. You find your way up to the home of Garros Bryn, and you find it same, abandoned, the door locked.
Oh, well. No sense in just leaving this. Let's have a little bit of fun, shall we?
Right.
And I'm going to bust out my thieves' tools.
Yeah,
Roll me a thieves' tools with your proficiency and dexterity, please.
Okay. It's the same as sleight of hand, so I'll just do that because I don't have macros.
Sleight of hand, yeah.
Add 3 to this because I have tool expertise.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
26.
With relative ease. Well, like, this guy did have some money, and this was kind of where he lived and reigned. It is still a large home in a lumber town. There's nothing too fancy about it. You work your way into the lock and fairly easily just pop the pins into place and open up the door. Is he on an adventure?
Fucking cat. Oh, yeah.
Cats are fucking ridiculous, man. I have no idea what mine is. Oh, man. Oh, he's sleeping right there. You open the door.
Nothing I haven't
Creaks.
done once or twice before. You know, broken into my parents' bedroom. As a kid.
Door creaks open, and a kind of thin sliver of light is cast into the dim interior of this home, and you see where a fair amount of dust has kind of gathered. Some windows have cracked over time. The house appears to be in decent repair, but was also similarly abandoned.
Here, this should help. I'm gonna touch Smith on the forehead, and he's gonna become my light source.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have just a glowing little lampshade head. Love it.
Fly right above my head, okay, Smith?
Okay. As light fills this space, you are all shocked by the appearance of a body sitting back in a chair, head just kind of leaning back, wearing a very familiar set of clothes. The same jacket and wardrobe that you remember seeing Garros wear many times in your dealings with him.
Rush over to him.
You go over, roll me a medicine check.
Hello?
Hello, Quinn.
Hi, Quinn.
Quinn!
Careful, fight call. Don't touch it again.
10.
I know, yeah.
10 being the bare minimum on that one. You kind of make your way
thank
over
God.
and you kind of push and prod around, kind of opening his jacket as you do so, and you see the shirt is stained with blood. There are 2 very clear stab wounds in this man's chest. And then most definitively and very obviously, you see a hole in the center of the forehead, about the width of one of Dusty's musket balls. And the body is rotten and mostly picked clean.
Woof. I'm saying this all as
Um,
I'm finding it.
I'm gonna have a closer look at the hole in his head. Is there, like, gunpowder marks around it?
There is no real skin left for you to tell.
Yeah, can't
At
tell.
that
Okay.
point, with one person already having made medicine check, you ascertain he was stabbed twice
It-
and then executed. Based on the
Ah.
fracturing on the skull from probably pretty close range.
Gnarly. Oh. Hopefully he
Can
met his fate
I-
quickly.
Can I tell if this is something that I've seen before, either from things the company has done or things that I have seen helping Saul on various
Espionage adventures.
investigations? Yeah.
Roll me a history check at advantage.
guidance him.
Sure. You see him kind of racking his memory. I need to actually go to my character sheet
15.
real quick here.
Nice.
Okay, with a 15.
Big guidance. Big guidance.
Where the fuck?
Just sitting over there, fucking sparkling fingers at me.
Not this.
Feel the
sparkle thing.
lightning.
Where?
It actually, guidance is one of the few spells I do that doesn't manifest in its normal, like, little spray trinket way. It's something that looks very similar to how Gustav casts his magic.
Cool.
As you guys have seen.
Sorry, I have an actual sheet for this.
Deep lore. The deep lore, me lord.
Oh, we
It's
found the
not
deep
really-
lore.
Not really the deep lore, it's just lore. I can't
lore,
find
lore.
the exact dude I'm looking for, but I know where he should be.
The
But he's
massive
not-
archive door. It's taking a while to open.
It's taking forever. I'm sorry. I apologize.
The brain theater is filling with its guests.
Put some WD-40 on that door.
Perfect. Okay, we're good. We found him. So, looking back, kind of thinking very hard on it with some guidance from your good friend Xechas. You think long about your dealings with the company, and you recall a few occasions where during the time you were hunting down any signs of whereabouts of your father, in your time working for the company or as a mercenary, you recognize this particular signature, and it has been used many times in the past. When the company deems someone no longer an asset, or perhaps deems them a liability, they send someone to deal with it. And that person usually finishes things with 2 quick stabs to the heart and a final kill shot to the head. You are familiar with a mercenary named Oldar Goldstrand, who is often contracted to fulfill this deed. And you immediately get the sense that the company likely decided that he was no longer worth the trouble and sent their enforcer to deal with it, as he is known to do.
Studying this, Dusty's gonna kind of lean. He knows the body's gone. Pretty old at this point. He's just gonna kind of pat the body and just, if I see him, I'll kill him for you. The company got tired of him. Hired a old merc on same MO. Took him out. Then I imagine everybody left after that.
Well, that sounds about right. Wrong, but right.
Right for the company, yes.
Does this mean we would have to worry ourselves now because we helped here?
Well, the help that I negotiated with these asswipes, they it was on behalf of we made the negotiation, so we shouldn't be worried ourselves until they find out anything more about our dealings, perhaps, which should be something we're notified about because of barkeep.
Right.
Yeah, but do we know if he talked before he was executed?
Let's hope
That's a
not.
good question.
I don't know enough about the man to know whether or not he would have. What I do know is that if we happen to see Oldar, the guy I mentioned,
Right.
I think perhaps maybe we find a way to just make it not a possibility.
Do we get to torture him first?
Well, how else are we supposed to get information?
True.
Truth serums.
Oh, well, the thing is, people say a lot of things when they're in pain. So,
Guys, please stop
Aren't you a holy
stealing
man?
all my fun with magic.
What kind of god wants you to torture people?
Oh, I've heard about a couple of them, actually. Oh.
I mean, there's always the zone of truth you can use.
Holy magic.
But it's more fun to break someone's armor like than heal it and ask questions.
Exactly.
Dope.
I'm going
It's dark.
to have a bit of a further look around. You have fun discussing more torture options for the future.
Damn.
I'm just going to kind of start having a look around. I'm going to have Smith kind of go off on his own and just kind of fly through and see if he spots anything interesting.
Okay. Easily done. At this point, you've done your investigating. You've found most of what there is to be found. People cleared out their most expensive belongings and left anything that they deemed unworthy. You do find plenty of places for you all to sleep tonight, including the quarters of, the good lumber mill owner here. Beyond that, you just spend the rest of the night kind of wandering the town.
Would like to give him a proper burial before we go do anything, if you all wouldn't mind.
Yeah,
I'll
I
help.
can help that.
Okay, great.
Okay.
I have some other things to do before I head back. Yeah, let's get him properly taken care of.
Okay. Between the lot of you, it's easy enough to dig a grave. Unless you want to do something special with it, I can say you can easily all do that in about an hour's time, no sweat.
Sure, there's a gardener's shed somewhere on this property. that we
Plenty.
can
There's
get some
plenty of
shovels.
tools and things, like heavy objects that were just left behind. Where are you burying him?
I'll
Backyard?
find a nice tree somewhere on the property.
Yeah.
He did save a couple.
Right in front of that.
Okay. You dig a small but
Big
suitable
oak.
grave and place the now deceased body of Garros Brind inside. Refill it with the dirt.
Before we put the dirt on, you see Gustav put 2 coins on his eyes.
Okay.
For the ferryman.
You all bury Garros.
I think Dusty just opens part of the bottle he got from Gustav that he definitely brought from the house.
Smart man. Man of
He
culture.
takes a swig himself and then he dumps one.
And pour some out
Sure.
for good old Garros Brind. Okay.
No,
Put it
if a gravestone would be fitting, so I'm just gonna grab an axe from somewhere and thwack it into the tree. I think that will do.
That's suitable.
I
as
just go up
anything.
to it and put my hand on the back of the axe and cast plant growth so that the tree encompasses the axe and swirls all around it.
Love that.
Looking cool.
You guys leave a fine resting place for a man who, while he was at times rather brisk with you, was usually friendly and professional, and was honest in his dealings with you.
Didn't deserve this shit.
Mm-mm.
Company works in very mysterious ways.
Murder-sterious ways.
Are you all sleeping in the big house? Are you sleeping up in
Yeah.
the mansion? Or are you sleeping?
So Dusty is gonna sleep wherever Vikarl sleeps. He wants to find where Olga lived before, the house they first met her at. He wants to see if any belongings of hers are still about that she might have missed or didn't grab.
Roll me an investigation check as you look around to find evidence of Olga's domicile. It takes you a bit, and then you look in the actual like lodging house section of the lumber mill, place where workers without homes could sleep. And you do find a small bunk area with a small, poorly made wooden sign with Olga on it, but the L is backwards, and it's kind of misspelt. It looks like most of her belongings were taken with her, but you do find what appears to be just a small hand-carved little like bear, kind of just hunched over.
I'm gonna grab that, and then I'm gonna pop the sign, just the sign part off of the whatever post is on, and I'm gonna take that too.
You take the Olga sign? Hell yeah, you do. And you grab the rest of Olga's things and bring them with you as you go. You all find a comfortable place to sleep in the big house for the night. Yes, Xechas.
So I wanted to try something in testing for going out into the wilderness. I'm gonna find... No, fuck it. I'm gonna do it outside. I'm gonna take my rope and I'm gonna cut about 15 feet off of it. And after I do that, I'm gonna lay it down, and on it, I am going to cast Rope Trick.
Oh, this spell. Yay.
Okay.
I'm looking at it now. So the rope basically goes zoop up into the air, and then it goes into a pocket plane. It doesn't say what the pocket plane is like on the inside, so I was hoping I could imagine what it's like, hopefully. And then it can fit up to 8 people.
That's cool.
3 foot by 5 foot. Yeah. I will allow it.
So basically want to just picture like a nice fine hotel room in Whitethorn.
You get 1 room.
Yeah, just big enough for all of us. Just a nice hotel room with 4 beds in it, and a nice little like dragon nest type of thing for Violet if she wants to come out.
It's like a dog bed in the corner, but big and floofy. Fair.
Pretty
Easily
much.
done.
And then I'm gonna climb the rope up into it, and that's where I'm gonna spend the night.
Okay. How long does it last? It lasts 1 hour.
What did it last for an hour? Oh,
It's not meant to be lived in per se, but you make a really
extremely lame.
You make a really cool chilling space for everybody to use.
I'm gonna go in
for an
there
hour.
for the hour.
Yeah.
Unawares that it doesn't last for 8 hours. He's gonna be under the assumption that it does, and he's gonna like go into his zen.
You all watch it.
Anything
feet up into the air.
inside the extra dimensional space drops out when the spell ends.
After now, do you hear a loud thump when you see Zeus falling out of the sky?
Does he not break the meditation at
After
all?
an hour, yeah.
Do any of you go up with Xechas as he does this?
Feel free to join if you'd like.
Oh yeah!
What's up? Climb.
Just climb a rope and disappear, and you find a small, well-upholstered, what appears to be like inn room, like a lodging at an inn, but fancy, very fancy.
Cool.
Gustav will be taking a chair
Down
in front of
pillows.
the fireplace, put on the fireplace, and just settle in.
Okay. In the hotel room as well.
No. In
You
the
chill
building
inside.
itself.
Okay, you do not climb the rope. Okay. So the 3 of you all hanging out inside. An hour passes, and after that hour, poof, everything vanishes. The rope coils to the ground in a pile, and you all fall 15 feet onto your ass.
Oh fuck!
Yeah. I won't say you take any damage, but the spell ends after an hour.
Ow!
Cool.
Curses, I thought that would last for longer, like what
Oh, I
Fuck
kind of
Gustav
thought that was
does.
part of it.
That hurt
it
my
was like
back.
It was like a fair ride. I want to go again. That was cool.
well, there's good to know
I don't
that
want to do that. That
you
hurt.
can go in there for an hour.
Well, I mean, that's actually pretty good. Could use
No.
that sneakiness. Especially if all of us can
The
fit
rest
in
of
there.
pulled in. Cool.
I was gonna say if
Hey,
we like someone walks up on us and we're not expecting them. This is a good little.
Zip up the
Howdy-o.
hole.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we would have to be snappy about climbing up the rope,
Sure.
and then pulling it up. But yes,
I
would be
could
good.
throw a couple of you up there.
Could also shorten the rope.
Probably, yeah.
Gustav, you watch as all this unfolds. 3 of them just onto the ground, about 5 feet away from you as you're just sitting there in front of a fire. You all see Gustav, just comfy cozy in front of the fire. Are
You're
you
loving
sitting
this,
in the
aren't you?
same chair the dead guy was in, is my question. Because he was in a chair by the
No,
fireplace.
I will have switched out chairs.
Okay, you go to the other chair by the fireplace, reasonable.
Yeah.
Looking
he
at
goes
that
up-
chair, you can physically see the 2 points in the back of the chair where he was stabbed, and it went straight through.
Going to move this chair over into one of the side rooms over there.
Thank you.
Start
The death chair, probably a
awkwardly
good call.
dragging it along the ground.
Okay.
It's loud.
You all camp out around the fire. Is anyone taking a watch? What's the plan?
Dusty will.
Dusty's taking a watch. Roll me a perception
I'll
check.
be up after 4 hours.
I think Dusty would go out if there's like a. What is it called? Why can't I think of it? It's like the roof awning.
Mm-hmm.
Awning. There's like an awning. He'll like get up on that, kind of sit up there for a while.
Before you go, Dusty, here, and I'll put my hand on his shoulder and cast the Eyes of Night.
You can now
My vision
see
just
300 feet, is it, I believe?
holy shit!
Yes.
Roll me perception at advantage for your watch, please.
Like,
The rest
is
of you...
this what it's like to have glasses?
the rest of you take a rest by the fire. Are you casting Leomund's tiny hut tonight? You are in a completely enclosed home. It's well made. It's sealed. It's got locks on the doors. It's up to you. Just figured I'd ask.
No, I think we're good like this for now.
You all camp out by the fire on the various bits of furniture and everything else. Dusty, you climb your way upstairs. Violet, still in the necklace around your neck. You kind of sit up on the awning. It's not particularly comfortable, but you can kind of lean against the back a little bit. The thatch is kind of damp from the snow that's melted and hasn't completely dried yet, but you find a bit of a spot and you sit and kind of just look out around you, kind of taking in
Is that like a balcony? What Dusty is on? Some sort?
No, it's just like where there's like a front window that meets the like comes out the front of the house, and the roof goes up on either side of it.
Yeah.
And he's like on this large overhang over the window that he's kind of
Okay.
climbed onto. Big enough to sit, not quite big enough to sleep on, but comfortable.
I mean, I could cast Leomund's tiny hut there, so at least he'll be comfortable and look outside.
It's up to you. He doesn't seem uncomfortable. The weather's fine. It's up to you.
You've definitely seen Dusty do this multiple times.
Yeah, he's pretty comfy cozy.
He just does it.
He turns
Okay.
into a loaf.
I'll-
Turns into a dusty loaf.
A little gargoyle loaf
Yeah.
on the roof.
However,
I'll skip on the hut then.
okay, as you all get your rest for the evening and Dusty maintains his watch, first hour or two passes without incident. You're almost disturbed by the quiet here, where previously you could hear the mill running into the late hours of the night. At most times, it is just dead quiet. You hear the sound of the lake, the waters of the lake kind of lapping up on the rocky shore, the wind kind of whipping through the trees around you. Then your attention is drawn to the west along the edge line of the forest. You hear something large kind of cracking its way. Will you cut it out with your shenanigans? Thank you. Cracking its way through the undergrowth. It sounds like one thing, a couple things, multiple things. A group, maybe, moving through the forest, and you kind of train your now 300 fucking feet of dark vision on this spot, just barely getting the edge of the tree line in that line of sight. You're able to see the hulking form of a creature seemingly made entirely from coiled vines and thorns and needles, and behind him the shambling bodies of about 6 people, all wearing peasants' clothing from what you can make out here, maybe the clothing of a lumber worker, but they too have vines twisting around and through their flesh. They appear completely dead and have been completely animated by these vines and twigs, and your memory flashes back to the first time you met Olga and the time you had to defend yourself at that old abandoned cabin in the forest. And as you see this army or small group of needle spawn making their way through the forest, led by their needle lord, that is where we will end the session for today.
Hell's bells.
How's that for bringing a plot line back around, eh? Yeah.
Oh no!
Like 40
We're
episodes
back
later.
again.
Oh no, he's hot!
Do not fuck the twigs.
Do
Do
not.
Oh
not.
no, he's hot.
I'm pretty sure there's a new movie coming out where that exact thing happens. Will you chill with attacking the garbage can? Go. Out of here. Out of here. Scoochskis. Scoochskis. All right. So we will be back in a week. And we will continue this story where we left off as we deal with whatever may come from this. In the meantime, don't forget, we will be taking a short break from the campaign to run a couple one-shots or like a little mini-series while Ryan's away and getting his move all sorted. And we have a very exciting campaign coming up that we'll be running one Tuesday per month, DM'd by just JTB here. It's gonna be fucking awesome. I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. And I get to play in a Curse of Strahd campaign. I can't fucking wait. So with that being said, I'm gonna pass you along to JTB to tell you a little about himself and what he plans on doing with his upcoming stream events. What do you got going on, dude? What's up, man? I'll refund that. We're just ending up.
It's gonna be a lot of dependency on work for streams. Work's crushing your boy right now.
I feel that.
We hate that. So depending on how I feel, weekends are probably going to be the best time, although Saturdays are pretty busy. Now, otherwise, yeah, you can catch me here, and then eventually one Tuesday a month, maybe more, depending on what happens with my D&D schedule going forward.
I'm so stoked.
Where you can watch me play Hot Vampire Dad.
Hot Vampire Daddy. We cannot wait. I'm so stoked. Hi, Chowder. You need to relax. I already fed you.
That may or may not have a Brooklyn accent or a Southern accent, or,
Brooklyn
he
Strahd's
might
gonna go hard, dude. He's gonna go hard.
Yes.
Welcome to Barovia.
Hey.
You got your blood there, bud.
Everyone go show some love to JTB over there. And speaking of people you should show love to, everyone go show some love to Ryan, who we're gonna pass it along to next.
Babies, darlings, God only knows what's going to be happening over the next few weeks. I've got it all still very loosey-goosey. I'm thinking I should be okay for next Monday, but I'll keep you all posted. I should be good.
Sounds good. Let us know. If not, and we will improvise. We're good at that. We're good at that. All right, everyone. I shouted out Ryan. We're going to move on to Kieran. I believe you have a thing now. You do. Look, I did it. You have a command. Let's go. Everyone show some love to Kieran. What do you got to say, buddy?
Yeah, tomorrow evening, 8 my... I think it's gonna be 7 my time this time. We're probably gonna do another Ready or Not run, which is gonna be modded, so we got some different weapons and, well...
Oh, that's gonna be
more
fun.
shit. We did that last week with 5 people. It was chaos, but a lot of fun. And if that is not going on, I'll probably be playing some Tarkov. We'll see. So yeah, tune in for that.
Go away. All right. Everyone go show some love to Kieran. I'm sorry I can't make it for Ready or Not tomorrow. Otherwise, I would. And finally, Chris, end us off with a bang. What you got to say?
I before E, except after C, and when your foreign neighbors Keith and Heidi sees 8 counterfeit sleighs from feisty caffeinated weightlifters of average height in a heist.
What?
You broke every rule
Yay,
you told me
English.
to follow. I hate that. What a stupid, silly language. What a stupid, silly
But that
language.
is the rule.
Everyone's followed. All right. Well, With that all having been said, we're gonna raid out to Star Kitty. She's playing Vampire, and we are just talking about, you know, Vampire Daddies, so
Kitty.
it feels suitable to go ahead and do. So we're gonna go ahead and shoot things on over there. Everyone go show some love on our behalf. In the meantime, we will be back Monday. Y'all know the thing. I have been your DM, David Patrick. These have all been my friends, and you all have been awesome. We will see you next time, guys. We love you.